Well, I was not really expecting to go ahead and really record this as of late, but I felt like that this is actually a really interesting situation to go ahead and really cover. And also, this is also going to be a good time to actually kind of share about basically a little bit of my life updates. So first things first, welcome back to Chaos, everybody. I'm Chaostopia. Before we go and get started, please go ahead and hit video to like subscribe. I'm trying to go ahead and basically kind of get my road to 1,000 subscribers in the future. Plus, it takes like a few seconds to go ahead and really go and do it. If you don't really like go ahead and content, it's okay. You can always go ahead. You can unsubscribe later. But today, I'm talking. This is literally one of the crazier things I've ever really seen. The So, as you guys familiar with, I pretty much have been known. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of the OFL, right? I mean, literally, I'm pretty sure I've made a lot of OFL content, videos, full games, all that stuff. A lot of things went ahead a lot of things that basically that people are familiar with that people are like, okay, bet. Hell, I even make some highlights of the whole thing, but that is not necessarily the case for this one. This is not actually related to me doing content for them. Not this first part, anyways. So I'm pretty sure you guys are also familiar with the former commissioner of the league, a man that goes by the name of Ethan Wake, or as we like to call him, as he's known as Aaron. Me and him pretty much have had a long beef, and we go ahead and we went at each other a lot because go ahead and kind of questioning and challenging basically on whoever's side. But yeah. So the reason I go ahead and I'm making this is that so recently, in relation to the OFL, there was a huge suspension wave that happened. Two ones happened in a span of 8 days that saw over 30 people get suspended. And from the looks of it, it is going to be it's going to be chaotic. I'm going to say it's going to be very. It was one that has one of the more chaotic sequences of all time. Overall, a lot of people were suspended for exploiting, alting, and with it also go ahead now being boiled down. You've also seen Monster Wyatt be banned, which how a lot of people can say was he should have had it coming. I don't know what to say otherwise, but sometimes a man basically goes ahead and he does something for a reason. There's always a mission if someone basically wants to go ahead and wants to stay at the top. But yeah, I don't know, and if I did know, then I wouldn't really go ahead and really care because that's not my problem. It's up for a while to go and basically deal with. So with that being said, a lot of things went and have happened, and let's just say the results of it have been they've been very surprising. If you want to go ahead and put it nicely. So you're gonna be asking me, Chaostopia, what do you mean by that? So as of today, yes, October 22nd, 2022. No, excuse me, December 22nd, 2022. I'm really forgetting things. the Ethan Wake, who is the former commissioner, and he also one of the people suspended in the OFL in the OFL suspension wave, has went ahead and has decided to go on and make a brand new league. This time, this league is basically was the start. It was going to be OFL 2, which literally is which I would say would be an ideal name of some sort. But that's not the kind of thing. But yeah, eventually they decided to go ahead and change the name to the whole thing. There wasn't really no name ideas they had, so eventually their new league is officially going to be called the New Football League. And look at this one. This is going to be perhaps the first ever competition to the LFL in an actual stadium league type of setting, like its own custom scripts and all that. The first this could, like overall this could end up being one of the this is going to be probably going to be one of the more crazier sagas that we're probably going to ever see. This overall, I went ahead and probably said it before. I went and said it. I feel like this could end up being like the whole situation with the AFL NFL thing that happened in the 1960s. Reason that doing had happened, there were 8 million is all a bunch of guys that weren't able to go in and get franchise owner spots in the NFL, so they created their own league called the AFL. And the AFL, they challenged the NFL, and eventually both sides went ahead and eventually merged and created the modern day started to create the modern day AFL, and the full merger happening in 1970. There's a whole little history thing about it. I'll go ahead and I'll put the reference down below in the description. So with that go ahead and basically being said, what are my thoughts about it? My thoughts about it is that this is, like I said, if literally if this was if this wasn't era go ahead and run the league, I would have not been talking about it. This wouldn't even be a video. Because literally it's just okay, it's just a league. No one's gonna really care. But this is era we're talking about. Unlike most people, era was the commission for the OFL for literally a long time. Like from like 2018 to like overall he did it for 4 years. 4 years. So I think that what he could do, and I know with the era being basically smart, he could easily bring the competition to the OFL. Literally, I feel like the OFL has finally had a competitive league that's not LFG. Like literally at this point, it's literally a lot of people just gonna go ahead and go to LFG. So like after LFG and OFL, there's not really much really football leagues that really are it anymore. Besides like other football fusion leagues that I'm not going to really talk about. There's that one. There's that one gridiron football league that basically that also exists too. The only problem basically with that league is that I'm yet to go and check on it. Plus, I only streamed for that league once. But yeah, I do feel like that for this league. This is going to be if Era plays his cards right, goes ahead and gets the right people and figures everything out. I feel like that he's in a good situation to set up not only a brand new league up, but can practically go ahead and really change the landscape of world football. He has the chance to go and basically do that, and he's not alone in this whole thing. There literally have been players from literally players that were suspended or OFLers that haven't really gotten the chance in the OFL yet. They're joining this league. So of course, me and pretty much and a few people and Oklahoma City we were in a whole city staff lounge. We went ahead and we were making some jokes about it. Parker went ahead and said, "There's a good chance I might die after a week, anyways." Ideally, it could, but for me, the more I've thought about it, the more I'm thinking otherwise. Because, like I said, if this was an era, if Era was making this league, we wouldn't even be talking about this. This would literally not even be it. Like this, literally nothing. Like this whole thing wouldn't even be a conversation. So the fact that this league is up and coming, like in one day alone, I'm gonna say it straight up. One day alone, 207 people joined. He already has a good staff. The Baconator, also Frigids, and also the one person I don't really get along with. I'm not gonna say her name because I do say her name. Okay, I just don't want to talk about it. But yeah, he already has a league trustee. There are players that are actually going over to this league. A lot of the likes of this. I mean, if we're being legitimate, a lot of people like Beastmont, Reaver, Gallic, Hoob, Ruski, Prod, like a lot of guys that you would know from OFL. They're gonna go. They're going ahead and jumping shifts and going ahead and joining this league. I'm pretty sure if the old me basically went ahead and looked at this, they'll probably I would go ahead and call this delusional. Me not right now. I don't think this is delusional. I don't think these people are delusional. I think they went ahead and they're like, yeah, no, the whole Maillard experiment, it isn't working. Heck, we can eat. I mean, for literally for the whole sake of the whole thing, everybody went ahead and he's pretty much pointed out a lot of the stuff. Like there's a lot of things you can go over. A lot of stuff that if I try to word it, I'm pretty sure I haven't been able to really word it, which unfortunately is something that I have been struggling with a lot lately. But yeah, overall, I think this league is going to be legitimate. I don't think I think this league is probably going to go ahead and basically be as up for as long as it can. They've been able to go ahead and basically add more people in. Frankie and his friends went ahead and joined. Rocky 17 joined. Overall, a lot more people are going ahead and joining. So I won't be surprised if literally if I was going to go ahead and eventually get everything started up. In addition to this whole thing is that Eric could finally actually go ahead and make a league that actually to his liking. While the OFL, he did good with it, don't get me wrong. There was some things that he just went ahead and messed up on. So I do think that this league's going to be legitimate. So now that part one is out of the way, well, it's time to go again to part two. So part two is that I actually have had people from this new league actually go ahead and come up to me with pretty much with offers like, yo, can you go ahead and help us out? For me, first time around, I was like, no. Like, it was Reaver that went ahead and he DM'd me. I told them, no, I want to actually focus on a playing career because if anyone's really noticed at this point, I haven't gone ahead and really posted OFL stuff. And the reason being is that I've been focusing primarily on my own team, which is the Oklahoma City Twisters, running that podcast. Which, by the way, episode 10 will come out this weekend. It'll be basically going to be back in studio. I'll probably go ahead and have some stuff done ready by then. So overall, that's just the first part. As for the second part of it, Era actually went ahead and he actually DM'd me himself, and he actually pretty much guaranteed, yo, I could go ahead and I'll go ahead and help you out there. And like overall, we went ahead. It was a bit of a brief little conversation, but overall, he went ahead. He did go ahead and eventually had offered me, and we both went ahead and we apologized about basically stuff that we went ahead and we said. Because for me, I'm emotional. I can get hot headed. I can literally get my emotions up in the clouds incorrectly. Like I said, I'm an emotional man. If anyone knows me on a personal level, you people know I am very emotional. So now with that being out of the way, let's actually go ahead and talk about me on an actual part. So after Lily, I'm gonna make episode. I'm gonna go ahead and do this up. So I hope my plan so far is this week, since I officially have winter break from school. I have my I have plans to go ahead and get started on trying to get my get to my mental sanity, go ahead and back onto a normal level. And I'm gonna be for real. This like so far, a lot of things have just gone on lately for me that I haven't been able to really go ahead and really grasp the full day of life. Plus, also family issues are really going happening. Also, it's the holidays, so yeah, I will try to at least go ahead and at least get like a video or two out before Christmas, and then I'll probably go ahead out, and then also go ahead and get ready for pretty much for my New Year's video that I usually have, which will be released at midnight or probably at least like 11:58 minimum or 11:55. Doing a whole premiere because I don't know how long it might have to be out because I'm anticipating the worst case scenario here. So if I end up going ahead and having to, if I'm supposed to be, institutionalized or something like that, I'm preparing for that because so far a lot of things I've been dealing with, I've been doing a lot of personal demons, and I'm be real. It's been keeping me from going ahead and really focus in life. It's been troubling me with school, troubling me with everything. So by the time I hope I do get back, I should be hopefully about 100%. Not really though, because I still have to go ahead and I'm probably going to go ahead and temporarily work a job for like a little while, and then yeah, hopefully when I do get back, when I come back around and get ready for full swing, 2023, I'm going to promise you right now, this year I want to actually focus on go ahead and doing stuff on YouTube. And with that being said, I would like to go and actually start streaming on YouTube myself instead of Twitch because there's something that went ahead and for Twitch wise, if I do want to get monetized over there, it's not a great look. So overall, there's a better chance that I would do it on YouTube. So if I were to go and get that set up, I would hope I would go ahead and do that. Now, of course, there's a lot of things that you go ahead and you would need to do. So that's what 2023 basically is going to be out. Like next year, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually get back to myself. Because 2021, that was probably I literally posted videos left and right. I'm hoping I can also edit a lot of videos, and also I'm hoping I'll see if I can actually pay for an editor. Like I'm probably gonna start editing my own videos without a damn watermark. There's a lot of plans I have that I'm really hyped for on a level, but I also got to go ahead and also put numero uno in check, and that's literally my mental health. So that's gonna be it. I do. I will go ahead. I will have episode 10 of the twist out most likely on a Saturday. Most likely this Saturday, which is gonna be Christmas Eve. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get get a Christmas video going ahead and a Happy Holidays little video going ahead and done. I do, and there's also gonna be a gerbil reacts coming sometime soon. And this one, oh boy, it's going to be interesting. I'll say that for sure. And besides that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.